Bonjour. Here I am in Paris. I've got spent the morning assembling my bike, which you can see is here. It seems to have arrived safe and sound. And now I am off in my multicolored shirt to go to the registration at Rambouillet. Wish me luck. So here we are in Rambouillet. I found the Americans with the drop bag, and we'll go take my extra clothing and put them off where I will see them later on in Rambouillet. These folks have organized a nice service where they are taking these two vans full of bags for people to be able to pick up at the 400K mark, and then they go out to Brest and you pick it up at the 800K mark, so you can leave some extra food, some extra nutrition, change of clothes, which is what I have in here. I have like rain gear and warm weather clothes, which it looks like I'm not going to need at all, and some extra food and spare tires and things like that. So here we go.
Okay, great. He's going to pay.
So do the best you can. We'll be here. We promise we're not going to leave
Today we're on
until you're
cash.
here. But please don't show up.
Whoever's in line at 12. No. Hey, this is okay. Mark will give you 10.
We'll be good.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Finish it up. Okay, so last name is F. Walk over.
So here I am, we're approaching the registration. It's a long walk from the train station. You can see all the camper vans all set up. Because there's nothing Europeans like better than camper vanning. And it's a great place to do it looks like. Well, it's super warm today. It rained a little this morning, which cooled things off, but there's a nice heat wave coming behind, which will be interesting. I think finally we're approaching registration. It's been a half an hour walk, but here we are. À la bergerie, Rambouillet. My warm-up ride, trying to get to Gare Saint-Montmartre. It looks like there's a bike lane on the other side to get to. Here I go. Yeah, so it's been quite a night. I slept pretty well all week, but last night had a lot of trouble, and anticipating. We had a very nice dinner with the New England Roundineurs. The 7:30 to 9, 7 to 9, which was lovely. It was great to meet everybody. We got all kinds of FAQs answered. We got to see each other on the leaderboards, be able to track each other, and great to be in contact, especially since we'll all be leaving at different times. There's one guy, Brad, I might get to see. I think this is my left seat. Juhel. Got to get to Rambouillet. It's 30 miles. I bet it would be pretty. It takes you right by Versailles. I had all my bike ready. Slept well. Maybe I would have gotten up first. Actually, a pleasant little 32-hour bike ride. Casual bike. Probably be pretty good. Instead, I'm gonna lay up, try and save my legs for this evening. See if I can get there a little earlier and nap a little bit, maybe nap on the train, we'll see. Okay. Well, here I am with the German Velomobile team who has saved me from eating crepes alone. And instead we've enjoyed a delicious and wonderful and civilized meal.
Yes, we really did.
Yes, we did. It was very nice. Thank you.
It was a recumbents party.
Recumbents party. All group F. I'm F140. You are
F155.
155.
040.
040. All right, I'll put you in my computer. And what's your advice for the first-time randonneur? Or the first time?
Don't overpace. Be gentle to yourself on the hills and enjoy the party. Really good.
And in case of trouble, first eat something, then drink something, eat something, have a nap, and then think it over.
Good point.
Here's the one I was asking somebody yesterday. What's the weirdest thing that happened to you on the brevet, on the Paris-Brest last time?
The weirdest thing were the green elephants on the first time, which were there was these signposts or something at the roadside, and I had to think 2 or 3 times before I could manage to realize that it was just a signpost. And then there was the next green elephant, and I stopped and took my sleeping bag out and went into the ditch for half an hour before I started to feel cold. And 10 minutes later, there was a control, or the interim control, where I could have had a bed, but then I could go on.
But no elephants anymore.
No elephants anymore.
Excellent.
I experienced some roadside hostility of the Fridays when I first got jammed my derailleur on the hill. Just some random French guy came and said, "Oh, what's the problem? Can I help you?" And we tried and we couldn't manage. I said, "Okay, I just called my son-in-law," and then he came with his van. We threw the Velomobile in the van and drove back to the control, and the mechanic just tried to fix it and sort of fixed it. Just lost a few gears, and then I went on. Continue to have some problems, but this is just random guys spending 1.5 hours just to keep me going.
Just to be helpful. Yeah. Terrific. All right. Well, bon route. Excellent. I was telling you I'm doing a video of everybody. So.
Interview.
Yes.
What do you want to know?
What was what's your advice to the first-time randonneur, the first-time Paris-Brest?
Go from control to control. And don't think about all the other controls that still are coming.
Got it.
And start easy. Try to do 100 kilometers in 5 hours.
Okay.
And after Brest, you go back to Paris, then it will be taking 6 hours for every 100.
100.
But don't overrush. Do not overrush. When it is going up,
It goes slower.
heartbeat 150, stop. Go in lower gear, or cadence under the 90, go lower gear. When you, it's only turning. The only thing what you must do is turning. And
Just
be
keep riding.
quiet, not to overrush,
Excellent.
and then be stable.
And then the other question was, that's great advice. Thank you. The other question was, what's the weirdest thing that happens to you on Paris-Brest ever?
Two things. That you have one mountain at 300 meters high, and in 2007 and 2015 I was managed to be faster with a Velemobile than a race bike. So I was surprised. And in 2007, when I was going back to Paris, I discovered suddenly that I was sleeping in the bike during driving. And that time I was stopped, put the bike next to the road, and then sitting in the bike sleeping. And that's what I like. Paris Brest Prize is the atmosphere and the pleasure.
Yeah. This is a tour of the Velemobile. There's the boot where you put all the gear.
Mine, there is a second chain ring. Normally the people don't see it. It's the big one. There's 70.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh my.
And the 33, the small.
70 and 33. That's amazing.
Das ist ein krasser Sprung. Deswegen habe ich ja die zusätzliche Umlenkrolle von Peter. Damit kann ich dann 3 Gänge fahren und habe fast keine Lücke.
It's a thing of beauty. It's much harder to take on the airplane now.
Yes. Okay.
On se comprend, à bientôt, la native. Scotland, viens, viens.
merci. Au revoir. How's that for a dramatic view? Approaching the Auvergne Valley, it's just like wheat to help are at Mortagne Perche. The first rest stop is just a water stop. And there is some sausage cooking, a little band, and I'm gonna go to the water stop. It's my water bag with my goo. All right, and then back to it. This is 120 kilometers so far. Climbing up a big hill in the middle of the night. You can see those dots in the distance. Those are the riders. Tell you where the road is. And I can see they're up. So I got that going for me. Nothing to do but listen to them. Bonsoir. C'est à vous. Ouais.
Voilà. Los Angeles. Très bien.
États-Unis.
États-Unis, oui.
États-Unis, Biden, non, comment c'est Trump. Une heure, on revient.
Quelque chose.
25.
25. À tout à l'heure.
Et ben voilà.
Merci.
Allez, bonne route.
Brésil. Attention, là, le foot, hein.